Hey, what's going on, everybody? Akeem here, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, Winnie the Pooh is back for more blood and honey in a sequel to last year's horror reimagining of the silly old bear. Now, will it be scarier than the first movie? Now, who's starring in it? Now, we'll let you know all about it, plus a whole lot more in today's Fix. We got the exclusive Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 trailer, and with a larger budget comes better production value. Now, in this sequel, we can expect to see the return of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, joined by their bestest of friends, Tigger and Owl. Now, both Pooh and Piglet are sporting new looks, completely different from their appearances in the previous film. Now, not only will they look different, but so will Christopher Robin, as actor Scott Chambers is taking on the role of the former kid with an active imagination. Now, aside from Blood and Honey 2, you may have seen Scott Chambers appear in the 2017 film Blood Money, which is highly unlikely, and not to be confused with the other 2017 film Blood Money starring John Cusack. Now, honestly, it's kind of confusing how there could be two different movies with the very same name that come out the very same year. I don't know who's in charge of naming movies, but I don't know, maybe they need to pick up a thesaurus. Anyway, as for what's going on in the upcoming horror sequel, the official synopsis reads,
Not wanting to live in the shadows any longer, the group decides to take the fight to the town of Ashdown, home of Christopher Robin, leaving a bloody trail of death and mayhem in their wake. Winnie and his savage friends will show everyone that they are deadlier, stronger, and smarter than anyone could ever imagine, and get their revenge on Christopher Robin once and for all.
Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Coming from this mouth. Yeah. Anyways, goosebumps. Now, also in this film, it appears as though Winnie the Pooh will actually talk.
They won't sound like this, though, no.
But he won't sound like that at all, for obvious reasons. They don't want to get sued by Disney. Come on now. Now, these characters all look vastly different from their animated counterparts, as you can clearly see, though that didn't stop a Florida school teacher from mistakenly showing the first Blood and Honey movie to a bunch of fourth graders last October. So I don't know, maybe this warrants a side-by-side comparison. And here's the movie poster we got exclusively from the production team, featuring the cast, and for illustration purposes, we got the Disney images next to each on screen. As you can see, the nightmare-fueled versions all seem to have a lot of clothing on them that you wouldn't expect. Like, I mean, look at Tigger. Tigger, for some reason, is wearing a shirt he likely got from Demo Baza. Piglet looks like he raided Leatherface's closet. Owl looks like if the Wishmaster and the Jeepers Creepers monster had a baby in Jim Henson's Labyrinth movie, and Winnie the Pooh just looks like a melting Wilford Brimley. That's for those OGs out there who know who he is. You may or may not. Yeah. Anyways, Jagged Edge Productions is teaming up with Fathom Events to host the theatrical release of the movie later this year, likely in October. But as more news breaks, we'll be sure to let you know. Now, how do you think they'll reimagine Kanga and Roo if they do a third movie? And what will they do with the heffalumps and
Wazos? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. No bother.
Now, in other news, we've got our first look at the canceled Game of Thrones spinoff, Blood Moon. Now, after 5 whole years, this is our first glimpse of the unaired pilot. Now, had it been picked up, the prequel series would have explored events years before the mainline series, focusing on the Age of Heroes apocalypse. Now, these photos of star Naomi Watts were posted by hair and makeup artist Flora Moody. Now, reportedly, the $30 million pilot episode just didn't live up to the grandiose nature of the mainline series, or at least the grandiose expectations of WB executives. Now, for those familiar with the books, HBO's Blood Moon series was supposed to depict the events that take place in the Long Night. And it's hard to say if this series not getting picked up was any great loss, but hey, at least we got House of the Dragon. And finally, an exclusive report from Screen Rant is giving Avatar fans something to look forward to. While attending the Saturn Awards, the media outlet asked director James Cameron about the upcoming sequel, Avatar 3, and the future of the franchise. Now, he told them, quote, "It's pretty much in the can. We're shooting pickups on 3, which is just filling in the last 2 or 3%, and we've also got live action pickups in June. That's another couple percent. We've got about a quarter of movie 4 in the can. We're post focused on 3 and now doing the VFX, which is an enormous job. I'll need every second between now and then to get it done. Meanwhile, Cameron also spoke to People magazine and gave updates on what comes next after that, saying, quote, "We're fully written through movie 5 and I've got ideas for 6 and 7, although I'll probably be handing the baton on at that point." Avatar 3 is expected to release December 19, 2025, with the 4th and 5th films slated for December 21st, 2029 and December 19th, 2031, respectively. Now, he's got plenty of lead time for 6 and 7 if people aren't, at that point sick of the franchise or he's sick of making them. In the meantime, we'll keep you posted when we hear more about Avatar 3. All right, and that about does it for today's Fix of Entertainment News. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and thank you for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.